Krishna Tadbhaktaya Namah Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gauru Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. All glories to Sri Guru and Bhagavan. All glories to His divine grace, Srila Bhakti Bibudha Bodhayan. All glories to His divine grace, Srila Gaudiya. All glories to His divine grace, Satchidananda Srila Bhakti Bibudha Bodhayan. All glories to Namacharya Haridas Thakur. All glories to Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Sankirtan. All glories to assembled devotees, headed by Gopinath. All glories, all glories, all glories. So, yesterday we had some discussion, right, about this Vishal Chariya Pada Shuddha. That we already explained, right? Vishal means sense enjoyment object. So, if we really want to be delivered, then we should always, everything we have to engage for Krishna's gratification. Then we can have die to me. That I talked yesterday. Die to me. That is our goal. We don't like to born again here. We don't want to born again here. We want to be delivered from this miserable, mundane world. And we want Vrindavan, Shuddha Vamo, Kabiham Heravo, Sri Vrindavan. We want Vrindavan Dham. Why? Because it is blissful abode. Eternally blissful abode. Divine couple, eternally manifesting pastime over there. In that place we want. But before it, we should make our mind completely pure. Shuddha means pure. More means mind. When our mind can be pure, when we are completely free from conspiration. Completely free from conspiration. Completely free from all material attachment. Material acquisition, recognition, name, fame, desire. Then we can make our mind completely pure. When mind becomes pure, then Bhagavatam Thakur says, that time you are eligible to enter the Vrindavan. That we know, yesterday we were talking about this, how to cure our consciousness. Life after life after life, we are accumulated so much material greed, so much materiality. We are trying to increase our material gain. You can say like this. But how to cleanse all those attachment? This is called our sadhana. Right? This is our sadhana. Sadhana means practice. How to cleanse the dart of our heart. That I explained yesterday also. That so we can cleanse through chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Cheto Davarpano, that sloka, Sanskrit text. Cheto Davarpano Marjana Bhavamaha Dabadini Nirvapanam Sriya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam Vidva Bodhu Jivanam Anandam Buddhivardhanam Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadanam Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayati Sri Krishna Sankirtan. This is the point. Sri Krishna Sankirtan. This text, Srila Bhakti Bibudha Thakur composed in Bengali language. And it is understandable how to cleanse the dart of our heart, dart of our consciousness. Clearly said, Nam Sankirtane Sharva Kirtana. So Nam Sankirtane, Shaka Krishna, he was chanting like a static manner. He forgets everything. I think so. You forget what is everything. All is, what is it?
While chanting is.
While chanting is.
While you're chanting, forget everything. So, a static manner is able to chant. When you are feeling ecstatic manner, when detached, how much you feel detached with all material attachment, that much you can concentrate towards. Energy we cannot keep two places. Energy always goes in one direction. If it is not, actually, if it is not positive direction, it should go always negative, the opposite direction. Positive direction, if you want to take it in positive direction, you have to always associate with that positive person. Which positive person? Which completely free from material attachment, material appreciation, material recognition, material designation, material all attachment. That person, they focus only this positive direction. What is actually positive direction? Positive direction is which positive always for us. Krishna, what he does, everything is beneficial for us. He never ever do anything against us. He always doing in our favor. But our understanding is wrong. When we are in trouble, we are blaming Krishna. Why Krishna gave me trouble? We are not thinking about our karma. Karma's consequence. Karma's consequence always dragging us to that direction, to that ditch. When we are suffering, then we are thinking, why Krishna giving me punishment? Krishna never gives punishment. Our karma is giving us punishment. Therefore, we can see our Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami explained, clearly explained, more karma, more hasti, our karma. More hasta means our hand. More golai by our neck. bad. Vishaya means what is entangled always with material. What is entangled us always in material position. Ku Vishaya. Then the word is very bad word. Vishta means to. God can teach. Failure means put it down. This is our great Acharya, Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Vishnu explained. You cannot deny it. Maybe we are doing something wrong now. Effect coming after that. Like if you blaspheme someone, it will not make you feel free. It comes down to you. Therefore, always I am explaining to everyone that while in your own machine, think about what you are doing. Why? Because Kali means this age of corruption, age of deception, age of quarrel, the dosho nidhi, the ocean of faults. Dosho nidhi means ocean of fault. It's not possible one person to find out who has no fault. It's very rare. With pure devotee, we can see they have no fault. They have no any attachment. They fully focused to please Krishna. Either they are chanting, either they are absorbing fully to serve Krishna. Chanting, during the chanting, absorbing fully to serve Krishna. I can give an example. It was 1990. All were in Chaitanya Gaudiya. 1990, all were in Chaitanya Gaudiya. Mayapur, during the Gaura Purnima, just day after Gaura Purnima festival. So after the breakfast, everybody wants to leave because 7-8 days they are in Holy Dham. They have lots of responsibility in their home. They want to back. But Chaitanya Gaudiya Acharya, Bhakti Bibudha Bodhayan are sitting outside the veranda. Where is it? Bhakti Bibudha Bodhayan, that's beside that balcony, he was sitting there. And then, but my spiritual master, that day, when Gaura Purnima day, he completely keeping dry fast. Then his morning ritual, he finished quickly, and then he took some fruit juice, and then he was sitting with the chanting beads. Then he was chanting, and then people are coming to his room. Room was packed full of people. They want to take leave, but without blessings, how they can leave? So amongst the full of people, and one person came, who has a relationship with Gurudev from his home. Gurudev's home was Jashore district, presently Bangladesh, Ganganandapur village. He belongs to that village. He is disciple of Bhakti Bibudha Bodhayan. So Adimat, he finished the function there. He took leave from the Jogapur temple, but he wants to take permission from Gurudev, means our spiritual master, my spiritual master. But he saw, he 10 minutes wait. It looks like my spiritual master slept. He's sleeping. Looks like he's sleeping. But when 10 minutes is over, then he was thinking, if he wait more, then he will miss the train. So therefore he just with loud voice he said, Maharaj! As soon as the shouting like that, he saw everybody sitting surrounding his room, and that then said, oh, Anando, you know Anando Prabhu. Anando, oh, he says, please excuse me, because Radharani engaged me to serve in Radhapur. Radharani engaged me to serve Radhapur. I was, in spirit I was there. Therefore I don't know all of you are here. Look, fully absorbed, pure devotee, they're fully absorbed while they are chanting. I can give an example. I think all of you know about this Shama Srinivasacharya. Srinivasacharya, do you know Srinivasacharya? Narottam, Srinivas, Shama. The Srinivasacharya, once he was sitting for Sundha. Sundha means Gayatri, chanting for Gayatri. Sitting on the ashram. Then, long time over, and all his disciples become curious. Why he is not coming back to his normal condition? Why he did deep meditation? What happened? What happened? Where is our Gurudev? Where is our Gurudev? Everybody was worried about him. Then one disciple named Ramchandra Kaviraj. Ramchandra Kaviraj, his disciple, Ramchandra was sitting for meditation just to look where is Gurudev. Where is Gurudev? So when he was sitting for meditation, then he realized his Gurudev searching something in Vrindavan or Jamuna river. Then he realized, also eventually realized that nose ring of Radharani, she lost in Jamuna river. Therefore, she engaged Gurudev. Srinivasacharya means in his actual spiritual designation is actually Mani Manjari. Mani Manjari. Engaged Mani Manjari to search. He was searching, unable to find out. Then, on behalf of his Gurudev, that Ramchandra Kaviraj searching. Ramchandra Kaviraj is Karuna Manjari. The Karuna Manjari find out this nose ring and searching it. Gurudev, I found it. This is then meditation. That is the sadhana. Braje Radha Krishna Prachura Paricharajar Shiva Minotami. In Vrindavan, so many service of Radha Krishna do it. Who says so? Raghunatha Goswami. Raghunatha Goswami in Manashiksha, his second sloka, he say like that. When our mind has been engaged to serve divine couple in Vrindavan, you may stay here in Perth, but in spirit you will be in Vrindavan. When you have such stage, then you feel constellation means waste of time. Quarrel means waste of time. Whatever is not favorable whatever is not positive for Krishna satisfaction, this you feel everything waste of time. How much our unwanted mundane desire absorbed in our consciousness, that much we are away from all the practice, real sadhana. We are practicing, but we are far from the reality. If there is no integrity, then no reality. No reality, no beauty, no sanctity, no divinity. We have to cleanse sanctity. Cleanse the dark of our heart. Therefore, Mahaprabhu seeks us to the first text, Cheto Dharmana. And that I explained yesterday. So I was trying to explain Bhakti Bibudha Thakur, what he wrote on the base of the text. He wrote, Nam Sankirtanaya Sarvanarthanash. When you're chanting congregationally, then actually congregation chanting means not together, this is only part of it. But actually wholeheartedly chanting, which is called Sankirtan. Sammak Rupe chant means properly chant, means wholeheartedly chant, with focus chant. Nam Sankirtana hoy Sarvanarthanash. All anartha. Anartha means unwanted mundane desire. If I know what's our identity, then I don't have any other desire to accumulate, right? If I know I am eternal servant of Krishna, then I can do everything for the satisfaction of Krishna. All positive connection for Krishna satisfaction. We engage ourselves. Therefore, we can see there is explanation. The main anartha is four. You know? Do you know four anartha? Unwanted mundane desire. Four anartha.
Is it lust, greed, anger?
Huh?
Lust, greed, anger.
So Bhaktivinoda Thakur explained first the Sharupa Bhrom. That I would like to explain. Sharupa Bhrom means false identity. We are thinking, I am a guru. If I think I am a guru, that means I am not a guru. I am a guru. And according to Srila Prabhupada's explanation, I am a guru means cow. Guru, Srila Prabhupada explained, first syllable, ukar should be deleted, you should be deleted. Guru, G-A-M, Guru. I am not guru. If I think I am a husband of that person, I am not a husband of that person. If I think I am a wife of that person, I am not a wife of that person. If we think that I am a doctor, whatever academic degree we get, doctor, engineer, we are not doctor. We are not engineer. We are not lawyer. If I think I am a brahmachari, sannyasi, I am not. What is your designation? Krishna, but Lord Chaitanya explained, Jive Sharupa Krishna Mititodash. Again, Lord Chaitanya said, Naham Mritpo Nacha Narapati, I am not a king, I am not a... But he said, at the end he says, Gopinath Padakomal or Dash or Dash, Dash. I am servant of gopis. My spiritual master In 1997, when you are observing his physical presence, observing his centennial ceremony in Mayapur, in his Harikatha, he is telling, don't think all of you are coming here to worship me. I am Vaishnava. In Bengali we say, I am actually, I'm Vaishnava, kukurela kukur. Means I am the dog of the Vaishnavas. Who is Vaishnava? Our previous teachers. Srila Prabhupada. He says, Srila Prabhupada, this is not the Thakur, he is Vaishnava. Bhakti Bibudha Thakur, he is Vaishnava. All of you are coming here to worship them. Then he said, then he get to describe this, actually that time, nowadays every house has a dog. But at that time, only a dog in a home, which is a rich person, with fancy dog, with long hair, that economically rich that person. So economically rich, the dhani. Dhani means who is economically rich in Bengali language. For a dog, fancy dog, which is a foreign dog. Foreign dog in our Bengali language is Bilati Kukur. Bilati Kukur, the foreign dog. So, Gurudev explained like this. Boro log, one dhani log, rich people, they are keeping that foreign dog, Bilati Kukur, in their home. That dog always sitting in front of them. So someone coming to greet them with some flower tribute. That few flower dropping on the body of dog. Dog never think that this person coming to greet him. I am also not thinking all of you are coming to greet me. All of you are coming to greet my previous teachers, Srila Prabhupada, Srila Bhakti Bibudha. That is the actual designation. I am not a guru, I am not a sannyasi, I am dog of the Vaishnava. That is our designation actually. Sharup. We are the eternal servant. Dog. Why dog? Because dog always serves. He never cheats us. But human can cheat us. But dog never cheats. He will give his life, give the life for the satisfaction of their master. But human can cheat. That dog consciousness, dog tendency, when we are able to establish, then you can see we are following our actual identity. তুমি তো ঠাকুর তোমার কুকুর বলিয়া জানো মরে ও বৈষ্ণব. You have to know you are my God and I am a dog. This is my designation. Dog, so we should not be cheating. God. But we are cheating. You should think about how many times in a day we engage our mind to serve God. How many minutes, how many hours, just to think about it. Simple theory. Simple theory. How many minutes? How much time you spend for Lord's services. Just to think it, simple. Then you can see most of the time we are spending for our material life management of material life. It is needed. But our material life, center of material life, we keep Krishna, do everything on Krishna, like Gauraraj and Radhika. Like today, Nandita and Nandini. Nandita and Bhakti. I was totally confused what I'm doing. This everybody, their own program, you know. There is one corner, there was a Christianity's program going on. One corner, this is Muslimism program going on. So that group, some students, they are just sitting together, joking, mocking way, they are spending their time. What I do? Then they are playing, she was playing with them, Bhakti was chanting. Then few people came and maybe they are trained. So they came, so they are like, whoever keep Krishna middle of the life, middle of the family, middle of the life, everything. So do everything for Krishna. No matter which ashram you are. Ashram not important. Important is engagement to serve Krishna. What is positivity? What positivity make Krishna happy? Whatever activity, you can say the best one. Whatever activity to make Krishna happy. That Yata actually, like Amritananda and Anandamanjali. I have seen their altar. Last year I went there. I slept sometime. They allowed me to sleep in the home. So I saw the altar like a temple altar. Everything, proper layout, cleans, everything perfect. One room they kept for deities. Properly, flower, offering flower. And cleansing, most important clean. The center of the master of the house, they are thinking, they are not master, they are actually Krishna is the master of the house. Krishna is the master of our life. Krishna is the center of our life. When you do so, then no false identity. Sarupa Brahma. In Sanskrit, Sarupa Brahma. No Sarupa Brahma. Sarup means identity. Brahma means wrong identity. False identity. First one. Second anartha, greediness to accumulate. Ashok Krishna. Ashok Krishna means Ashok means dishonesty. Ashok. Shok means honesty. Also the dishonesty. But here proper English should be false greediness. False greediness. So much greed to accumulate wealth in our favor. Second, you can see our tendency not become happy. You want more. Especially I have seen most of the Western people, Don't think it our way. Huh? Most of the Western people, means especially in USA, their tendency like give me more and more. I want more and now. That's the matter. How much the requirement? The more and now. When such tendency is there, this is called Ashtam Krishna. Lord, give us enough. Just to think about. What's the problem? Do you have enough cloth to wear? Yes? Do you have a roof to stay? Yes? Do you have enough food to eat? Yes? But still, you feel something, some kind of deficits. I want things, I want this, I want that. For surviving this material world, it's enough. What do you think about it? This is Ashtam Krishna. Anartha means. Third anartha, aparad. We don't care if you have no proper connection, no proper understanding of spiritual practice. We can say whatever we like to do. We can do whatever we like to do. But if we ignore whatever our previous teacher prescribed, that means you are ignoring them. If we ignore one previous teacher, what is going to happen? This is aparadana, Prabhu, Srila Krishna. This is offensive or not? If we ignore previous teacher,
if you can follow and yet you ignore, then this is aparadha. If you cannot follow, you pray to be able to follow.
Really? So whenever we have such tendency, what I am doing, this is the right. What path I am following is the right. If I accept Guru like a Srila Krishna Guru, whatever he says, I am following. But I am not matching. But Sadhu Shastra Guru Vakko. Sadhu means you will devotee. Go sit on the floor. What? This is sit at Gopinath.
Come.
Gopinath in the floor. Come.
Nandita, come in.
What? Gopinath is a dirty however. Sit on this mat. So, the aparad means what? Aparad means it is connected with spiritual practice. You are disobeying. But disobeying the spiritual instructor, spiritual teacher, which is really teacher, which is obeying. That is aparad. I can give an example, it was Bhakti Bibudha Bodhayan. I don't know you know him or not. One of our Guru Bhagavad, Bhakti Bibudha Bodhayan. Once I asked him, what is the actual, what you discriminate about, what is path and sin, what is offense? Then he gave such definition. There's path which connected with material things, and aparad is connected with spiritual things. When we are disobeying any spiritual instruction, spiritual teacher, which is teacher, Then you give a nice example. We are coming in temple. Our responsibility to look after our parents. But we are actually ignoring them. That is part in sin. It's bad karma. And we are coming here to serve Lord. Also we are ignoring this to serve Lord. Right? Serving Lord should be always under the guidance of spiritual master. So nowadays, if you are not obeying your spiritual instruction, that means you are here committing, you are not serving Lord. And we are not following the both side principle. That means we are committing offense, we are committing sin. Both together. Jamra should take us to another table for judging. You know, this high court has some branch with a bench, that bench, so many bench. So another, he explained, a table. He should open one another table to justify us. Papa and Apara, sin and offense, together will go another direction. But if you do it, then he gives a nice solution. That if you do it properly, what service is supposed to do for the satisfaction of our previous teachers, then you are not committing or sin, you are not looking after your parents, then that is not effective for you. So Aparat, even my spiritual master in Vaishnava Pura, means Heart of Krishna, his book. So he explained what is the meaning of Aparat. He said, Radha, the Aradhana, Apagataha. When our activities taking us away from our practice, that is Aparat. So third anartha, Aparat. Then fourth anartha, unwanted mundane desire, which is called Hridaya Dharma, means weakness of our heart. Am I clear? There is main four anartha. First, what I said, Swarupa Bhava means false identity. Second anartha, Asat Krishna means false greediness. Or dishonest. And third, offense. And then fourth, Hridaya, the weakness of our heart. We know so many things. Like a quarrel is not applicable in our practice. But we are quarreling
all the time.
We want to control, but we are not able to control it. This is called weakness of our heart. Like sometimes I have seen devotee knew that tea, coffee is not applicable. But I have seen few devotees to take tea. When I ask them, why? Oh, Maharaj, I'm trying to control, not to drink, but I'm not able to control my mind. This is called weakness of our heart. Like in this actually practice, this practice always prescribing as a householder, we can marry once in a life. But nowadays you can see different devotees and they have several wives in one life. They are trying to control. It's not like that they are not able to control. They are not trying to control. They are trying to control. But they are actual. That actually their previous karma pulling them towards that direction. But who will give you strength? Harina. When you embrace Harina means we are embracing divine couple, lotus feet of divine couple. What is your real home? When your real home, then we should not think about the other home. This is a back home, back to body. Am I clear what I have to say? Real home. So Prabhupada explained it. Nam Sankirtana Sarvanattanash. All artha, unwanted, mundane desire will illuminate or destroy it by Nam Sankirtana. Then he said, Sarvosva, nowadays we have some tendency, we have some envies in nature, right? If I see, this Prabhu's have nice shop with so many customers, getting $1 million in a day, right? Selling $1 million. So how to make him down? You see, you have to be happy to see his business actually flourishing, right? Instead of that, we are thinking how to make him down and how to uplift. This is called conspiration, right? But conspiracy is not sure, means auspicious. But when you chant, when you completely free from all the unwanted mundane desire, then shall go through all the auspiciousness. Spontaneously appear in our mind. When you think some person is suffering, we also feel suffering. Some person, this is the actual humanity. So when we see anybody suffering, Radhika suffering, we feel sad for that. How to help? How to help this way of thing? But when you see Radhika, this previously he gave me trouble, let him suffer more. Such tendency is not a devotional tendency. This is bad. You can see there is a Kali Yuga. This Kali Yuga, this current age Kali Yuga, in age of quarrel, this is always happening. Therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, 18th chapter, text number 7, most probably. So, you can see there is explanation. Parikshit Maharaj, actually, Mohammed Vedavyas explained the Nanu Dasti Kulin Samrat Charanga Eva Sarahu. Nanu Dasti Kulin Samrat, Kali Maharaj, and Parikshit Maharaj. Sarahu means Parikshit Maharaj. Why? Parikshit Maharaj was eligible to kill Kali Maharaj, but he kept Kali Maharaj alive. Why? Because the two reasons. One is actually Nanudashti Kalim Samrat Sarangi Vasarabhu Kusalamnas Siddhanti Nedorani Kritani Jat. In this Kali Yuga, the benefit is this: whatever good for us, like program in your home, one spiritual program in your home. You decided, but something happened, you are not able to make it. But still you can get food benefit, although you are not able to make it. Kusalanasi Siddhanti, take decision to do it, any kind of auspicious thing, or not able to make it, but you can get full benefit. Am I clear? Kusalanasi Siddhanti. Then, but in the next line, he says, Netorani Kritani Jat. What is sinful activities? You think it will not be effective for you. When you perform it, then it can be effective. Netorani Kritani. That means when you do it. Yes, Siddhanti means when you take decision to do this. This is the thing I do. So therefore, when you tell you, such benefit is there. But how to think always auspicious. You have to cleanse the dark of our heart, cleanse the dark of our consciousness. How? With Sankirtan. Therefore, Bhakti says, first he says, Nam Sankirtan Sharpan, all the unwanted material desire completely destroy. Then next time he says, Sharbo Shubhagaya Krishna Primerullas. All auspiciousness. We cannot think bad about others. We cannot think any negativity for others. Always positive. Oh, how can I help? How can I be helpful for that person? Sharpo Shubhagaya Krishna Primerullas. Prem means pure love for Krishna. Without prem, pure love for God, Krishna, it is impossible because Krishna, all we are actually tiny expansion of Krishna. When we are split from that relation, then we can have discrimination. You are my enemies, you are my friend. Practically, if you look, no one is your friend, no one is your enemy. Time matter. When time will appear, then we can see who is friend, that to whom we are thinking is my friend, he turning towards the inimical activities. And who was enemy, was thinking who is my enemy, now he become that person become my friend. Time, wait and see. Therefore Lord Chaitanya, very nice prescription he gave us. Tolerance. Spiritual practice need tolerance. Extreme tolerance. We can see the reality today which blaspheming you, today which using slang language in the street, tomorrow he will appreciate you, he will glorify you. Just wait. But if you react, it will never actually illuminate. Always reaction going on. You do one, like we have dogs biting us. We should not dog bite back. Simple theory. Dog may bite us. We should always think where to get myself cured from the dog's bite. Right? That's the intellectual way we can think as a human. We should not dog bite back. The dog also can bite. The dog consciousness, whatever Lord gave him, what I explained, he never cheated the master. Right? But dog consciousness is not superior. But the tendency our Vaishnava culture appreciate. Why I am telling so? Now we are most probably 15 to 20 people here, right? Devotees here. if I say, go and honor the prasad, what will you go? What will you do? You go and take prasad, right? Peacefully, happily. Yeah. But if you just bring to a dog 20 dogs from the street and make 20 plates, what will happen? And lock the door. What is going to happen? You can see no one is going to eat any plate. Everybody wants to try to get that everything of my option. This is the nature of animal. You cannot ignore it. Lord give us best consciousness. Why we are crying? Right? Sabbo Shubhagaya Krishna. In order to make everything auspicious, all I think about auspicious, we have to prepare ourselves to chant attentively.
Even materialists, they have this awareness. They say if dog bites the human, that's not the news. But if human bites the dog, oh, that would be amazing news, and everyone would be reported all over.
So then after that, you can just look. Gopinath explained, Sankirtan hoite papo samsara nasham.
8:30.
Sankirtan hoite papo samsara nasham. Pap is whatever we committed. Attachment, samsara is attachment. Whatever attachment we have. Means material attachment. Nash means destroyed. Sankirtan hoite pap samsara nasham. All the sinful reaction and all the material attachment. Always, what is material attachment? Always thinking about this is mine, this is me, this is mine. How much you have attachment? Mine and me, mine and me. That is called attachment, material attachment. But we have no any quality to do that. I have no qualification to do that. Everything done by Lord. Lord, engage us to serve it. Mercifully engage me to serve it. When we think about in this way, then we can say, okay, our all attachment gone. Am I clear? So now 8:30 tomorrow, remind me, I'll continue.
Multiple question.
Yeah.
When you're talking about the with hating each other, is it possible that it come from past lifetime? We had some relation together, we had some arguments, and we died, and this lifetime come
What do you mean
together.
past life means in this life, past time or
Previous
previous
lifetime.
life?
Yes.
I
It's
think
possible. I'm asking. Is it not possible that we have something?
it may possible,
Yeah.
that I don't know.
Yeah.
But you have to always think that something I did wrong, which is effective for us, which is lasting to me, which is effective for them. Obviously, past life is connected, but we don't know that part. One also think about our karma.
Present, yeah.
When I'm chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, previous karma and today's karma and future karma, everything will completely eliminated. Karma's consequence eliminated. There is a text from Purana. Vartamanascha jat papam jat bhutam jat bhavishyati tat sarvam nirdayashu govindam lakirtana. Vartaman is at present. Jat papa means whatever sinful activity I am performing or committing. Jad bhutam in past, what I committed. Jad bhavishyati in future, present and past, karma's consequence will force to another another bad karma, the future. So tat sarvam nirdatta, so everything will completely destroy, kill it. Uttam means kill. Kill it. How? By Govinda Kirtan. To chanting the name of Govinda. This is explained by Muhammad Vedukas in Puran. Most of all in Puran. So we are chanting, we suppose not to keep such type of things. When our mind is in the cooking of those activities, we have to know our activity, our something, our chanting direction is not in the proper way going, something wrong way going. Everybody is suffering according to their own karma. But I explain before we arrive, I will explain that. So anyway, this is our time over. We have to leave this hall.
Sure.
So therefore, tomorrow you come, then we can talk.
Maharaji, one question. Maharaji, how was Srila Pujyapat Bhakti Pramod Puri Goswami Maharaji? He used to say to two devotees if they were not like they were accusing each other. So what he used to do? How he used to what he used to say to devotees if the two devotees are not getting along each other, and they are coming to Guru Maharaj and speaking that he is done bad or he is done bad.
Oh, actually this situation not happened in his life, in my presence. But I have seen in Chaitanya Gaudiya when this thing happened, both sides came, I don't like to say their name. Then he used to give reply, what is your Gurudev says? What is the Madhav Goswami, what is your instruction? Are you following that instruction? Therefore, he wrote the Vaishnava Prabhupada. He purposed to compose the Vaishnava article. Actually, several magazines, he published the article. Actual continuation was there. Then I accumulate everything together and make a book. Both parties came. Both parties they used to complain. Then always he used to say that answer no. Is this your mother? No. Is this the mother was saying instructed you to do that? If not, stop. What you are doing, this is the way of rectification. Sometimes nowadays you are thinking, I am doing right, others are doing wrong. This understanding is wrong. Vaishnava culture always telling us, oil in your own machine. If someone asking advice, you can give him advice. If no advice, no one trying to get your advice, why you give them advice? If they are friendship, they can friendly way, you can tell him this is right, this is wrong, what you are doing. Not like an argument way. Am I clear? Because Kali Yuga, everywhere world, there is also a chanting quality. We're supposed to keep ourselves free from quarrel. But because of the material attachment, how much we are materially attached, that much we are worried. Otherwise you can see, everyone have enough place to stay. Protect ourselves from rain, sun, winter, summer, that house we have. Enough cloth to wear, enough food to eat, Still you are not happy.
There's a lot of people that are actually homeless at the moment in Perth, in Australia, and there is also devotees which don't have a house to live in. So this actually not 100% correct.
So then you have to earn money and give the money to get home for them. Actually, in India, I'm talking about you, I'm not talking about them. They may think that this is for professional homeless. In India, Indian government, they make home for the homeless people.
Yeah.
But what they do, they accept it. They sell it out. Sold it out. Again they are staying in footpath. Like I have seen in Hawaii, there is some student, old age, still they are student. Then I ask others, why is he student in the university? Then they reply that they use the word, see actual professional student, study. Because if they study in the university, they are getting some money from the university. Am I clear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So homeless, because I have seen in England they have some homeless home there, but they are not staying there. I have seen in San Francisco many homeless there. Sometimes our devotees in Hawaii many homeless there. Sometimes I cook big quantity of vegetables and rice to distribute them. In our temple in Novato, California, they have actually fruit orchard, mac apple, so many types of apple. We are not selling. We are dumping one place and give it to the homeless people. But still, they are not staying in the home. I think that karma is there like this way. We cannot get them out of the karma. Like many people they know they need some practice, spiritual practice. If you advise them, they don't care about your advice. Therefore, think about ourselves. We are chanting. Still, our demand is out of mind or not. Or whatever. We have enough to stay, enough to wear, enough to eat. But what we need more. Still we need more. That demand. Am I clear? Am I clear? Just think about yourself. Because I have not that much experience about homeless people here. You can pray for them.
Yeah, there's a massive house shortage at the moment. So even people with decent jobs don't have places to stay because there's just not enough rental properties and there's not enough housing. So I'm not talking about, you have people that have mental illness and they're homeless. They've been homeless for 15, 20 years. I'm talking about everyday people. They're sleeping in their cars and things like that.
Really?
Sleeping in their cars, really bad.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah.
The mothers and the kids that sleep in their car. And I
It's
live
not
in
unusual. It's not unusual now. What's
I've seen in also Europe, few devotees, they're sleeping in the car. In the Caribbean band, they carry you all over, sleeping in the car. But I have seen, if you walk hard, if you walk here, this from India they're coming here, they're making money. They are staying parish in parish. Right? Because maybe they're lazy, maybe they're working, they are not enough working.
Everything became very expensive since the last few years.
Yeah.
Property became almost double the price. So what the house was like $300,000. It's almost $700,000-800,000 in the last few years.
And then people that were
Everything
renting
became so
can't,
expensive.
people that were renting can't afford to pay the rent,
Yeah.
and so there's nowhere for them to go.
I rented a house in Bayswater when we came to Australia in 2005.
Then you have to find out the place where you can stay quickly.
There's nothing
Freely.
there. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
That's just serious.
Move to India.
Move to India.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
Community.
saying.
In temple you can stay.
Yeah.
Peacefully. Prasadam is there. Place to sleep is there. If you do a little bit seva, then temple you can have a place to sleep and food to eat. Prasad. Anyway, this is very sad what to say, but what to do? Material what? Government want to squeeze from us, right? We are not that much strength to squeeze. You know this in England, power, price of the power, which you need, 3 times more than 3 years before.
Yeah.
Because Ukrainian war.
Petrol, gas, 2.2 pound 1 liter. 2.2, 2 pound 20 cent 1 liter. Some places 2.4, but 2 pound 40 cent. You know how much Indian currency? It is 240 1 liter. Whereas India availability is 90 rupees. Too much expensive. So India taking all the gasoline,
There are a lot of places there, right?
all the gasoline, India taking from Russia. So their price is same. Yeah. But in England, so much. But I don't know other European countries, but England is too much.
Can you go and prepare the plates?